Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. I'm Sabrina. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do a bunch of beauty content here on my channel. Being like in the makeup industry myself as an artist, being surrounded by makeup every day in retail, it really takes something to be really good to really excite me. The market is just so saturated now with so much product just coming out like every week it seems. Like a lot of products don't excite me anymore because there's just so much stuff and I'm just like, okay, just another one coming out. It takes a lot, basically. So I ordered this brand, you can tell by the title, Vesca Beauty, and I am so over the moon excited to try out these products. They're a newer indie brand and they have some really awesome products, a huge color range, which is just really awesome. Over the summer, I started hearing a few influencers starting to talk about it, and then it's been all over my Instagram and Pinterest on the ads, and the packaging and the aesthetic and the products look so nice, and the price point is actually really good. Everything's around like the 25 to 30 range. I like the mission of the brand and they're cruelty and vegan as well. There's not enough products in their collection yet to do a full face, so I will be sprinkling in a few other items, but I'm going to try to use their products as much as I can to create my look today. I love the packaging, like how cute is all, like just the boxes, like the whole brand aesthetic's really cute. This actually kind of reminds me of like Summer Fridays vibe with the whole like pamphlet. I'll have to take like pictures of this, but tells you kind of about the products. It has like that navy blue writing. It's super cute on the beige. Yeah, like look at that. It's just very like sun-kissed look. The first product is the Soft Sun Radiant Skin Primer and Luminizer. So this is basically a hydrating glowy primer, which is totally up my alley. I got in the shade Sunrise, which is the second shade, so it's more of like a gold tone. So I would say it's very, I mean, I haven't tried it, but it looks very comparable to the Strobe Cream in Gold Light. So they also had a peachier pink one and then like a lavender one, which was very funky. Would have like worked with this look, but I'm not putting that on my skin. And it just comes in this little container, pretty small. How much is in here? 30 ml, so it's not like the biggest container. It has like the soft matte packaging and you just squeeze it out like this, which I don't think I've ever had packaging like this. So let's try some on the back of my hand. It kind of has like a gel texture, feels very hydrating, and you can definitely see the gold. It has like this wet look on the skin. I like blended that out halfway, and it doesn't feel sticky or anything like that, so that's good. So let's just go ahead and put that on my face. Honestly, for primers, I don't go too crazy. I don't put so much on, because I have like normal to oily skin, but I hate mattifying primers. I just want my skin to be as hydrated as possible, and then I'd rather like put powder on. Just a little bit more just on the high points of my face. And no, like smoothing or blurring, doesn't feel like one of those silicone-y primers. So they don't have any like foundations or concealer. I think it'd be really exciting if they came out with it, because they probably will have a bunch of shades then, so maybe it's taking a little bit more time to work with. But I've been going back to one of my old favorites. It's the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I use the shade Sand, which is honestly a little bit too dark for me now with my summer tan being completely gone. But I was just using it up and then mixing with a lighter powder. Plus I find if your concealer is darker, it's usually a little bit better when you're covering acne scars. So I'm just putting that on my face. So I was thinking of just fast forwarding it through this part, but I want to show you guys how like things are like layering on top of everything. That looks super smooth, and that just blended out really easily. And sometime when I put it on, I can see my concealer clinging to the dry patches on my face, just from like acne treatments. This area is going to be the real test. I always find products always stick weirdly there. And I always go back in with concealer afterwards too if I need a little bit more, but I just start with a thinner base. Real test is right here. Okay, so this really like hydrated my skin, like nothing's clinging. Because usually, I don't know, that area just sits a little bit, doesn't like melt into my skin as much. And it takes me a lot of work and product to get into it. I'm doing my usual Prep and Prime Highlight in Bright Forecast. I can't use anything else under my eyes now because I don't like that crazy coverage. I just want to brighten. So they don't have a face powder in their line. So I'm going to take my favorite powder that I've been kind of using on the daily. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. And I use it in shade 1, which is Fair, just for setting everything in place and making sure it doesn't move around, because I can get quite oily over the day, so it's nice to have a product like this. Just stamping it, you know the drill, in the areas where I put concealer. The next product is the bronzer, which is really what gravitated me to this brand because of their crazy shade range. They have 7 shades and most brands like stop at 2 or 3. So I got the shade Kiss by Santorini. Completely matte, but then there's like a subtle glow, no shimmer at all. I'm just gonna swish the brush in it. So using my stippling motion, that's the way I do it for my bronzers because I've struggled for the past year breaking out in that area. I just find that's the best, so I'm not removing the product. The color is really nice. I was actually wondering if this might be a little dark on me, but it's not at all. It's very soft, blending out really nicely, and it's not overly pigmented either. Sometimes when I do my neck bronzers, you can just tell I did it, and it like looks really like red tone for some reason on me, on my neck. This just looks like a good bronze like shadow. This is not doing as much like contouring to me. I know I'm not like contouring at all, but sometimes bronzers will give me more sculpting. I find this is just like, this color really looks like it's just like my skin tone tanned. Like it just is a 1 or 2 notches deeper. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I've been obsessed with not really like contouring my nose, but just giving some dimension because it's not specifically a contour product. Define my nose a little bit, make sure it doesn't get lost because I have a pretty small nose too, so sometimes you can forget about it. And I always just take whatever's left on my brush on top of my nose. It looks just super natural in my opinion. But the next product I'm gonna use is the Vesca Stargaze Luminous Glow Highlighting Powder. So this one's like much smaller. It's like the baby version of the bronzer. I got this in the shade Wish, which is the second shade again. I think they only have like 3 or 4 shades of the highlights though, because I mean highlights, you don't need too many shades. Oh, they're made in Canada, so they are, oh, Toronto, Canada. They're a Canadian brand. Okay, I was actually curious about that. Another exciting thing, a Canadian brand. It's like a peachy champagne shade. The side of my brush now, dip into that, pop that onto my face. Ooh, wow, that took no effort. Why is that like so soft on my face? I don't know, it looks like literally I just have like a dew on my face, even though it's at the same time very shimmery. It's very interesting. The highlight on my nose. I'm not like as into highlights as I used to be. I've been wearing a lot of cream products and kind of staying away from those intense highlights because oftentimes with those, they were like, you still saw the color on your face, but maybe this is just because it's the perfect shade for me, but it literally just looks like dewiness on my face, even though it's a powder, because it's just blending and diffusing into my face. So the next product is the Moonlight Dream Cream Eyeshadow. So this is where I ventured out a little bit and got more of a daring color. My first reaction was to go for like the bronzy kind of colors, but I'm like, let's be realistic, Sabrina, we have so many in your kit like that. I love purple. So I thought, why not get the deepest shade in the purple? And that's, I feel like you can really like test a formula by getting those deeper shades. It's very jelly, very pigmented, but then it has like the gold flecks running through. This goes a long way. I wasted like, I don't know, 4 applications there. Moving into the bronzer, this is the JH30, my favorite, just fluffy brush to just blow out my shadow. So pretty. It's definitely shearing out. I feel like maybe this would be a little bit better as like a topper. I feel like this is something that usually comes with a doe foot applicator. So, because it kind of reminds me of like the Stila, like liquid sparkly shadows. Because I hate it when like those glitter products, when you let it dry and then you build more and then it just removes and picks it up. So far, so good. And just with less product patting around the crease. Very subtle, but like instantly smoked up my eye. I'm glad I did the bronzer first because I feel like that just kind of diffuses it. I'm really glad I went for this color. This is something I really don't have, and then it's like really fast if I just want to quickly do like a smoky eye, you know, go out in the evening and look like I really made effort, but it's literally so fast. This is just so pretty. Like everything's just looking really nice. Like my skin also just looks really smooth right now. So now I'm gonna go into the lip product. This is the Vesca Lush Glow Creamy Lip Oil. And this is in Ginger Lily. I bought the lightest shade, just something that I thought I'd wear all the time. Plus I was going bolder with the eyes, so I think this is gonna look nicer anyways. Infused with coconut oil and vitamin E for a dose of moisture that conditions and soothes the lip. It's so chubby, I love it. Ooh, it has a big doe foot applicator. Reminds me kind of the Fenty Beauty one. Guys, everything's starting out so good. I'm so happy that like, I hate when I do first impressions and then it's good, but then I don't really use after. It's so lightweight, feels glossy, but with a very lightweight, oily slip to it. It's so smooth. Not sticky at all. It's not like that heavy oil like clearance feel. I could keep on rubbing my lips together. That feels so nice. Oh my goodness, love that. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of lip liner just to define it a little bit, I'm going to try the Whirl pencil. Typically I would have done this before, but I just wanted to see the product on its own. I was originally going to use the Tower 28. I just got this one in Golden Hour. It's like that perfect coral, but I feel like maybe that would bring out the gold more in my eyes. Maybe I should do it. It feels like the kind of wrong color vibe, but I think it might kind of like complement in the right way. So I'm gonna just put that on my finger, rub it together, and then I'm just gonna put, yeah, that warms up the look a little bit, okay. Because I don't like going too cool with my makeup. Something's gotta be warm. Definitely if you're thinking again the Tower 28, you're debating about it, it's well worth it. And this color, the Golden Hour, I know this video is not about this, but so good. So I'm just gonna finish my brows off camera probably. I think they'll just turn out better, and then do some mascara, and then the look will be complete. And I'm gonna finish the eye look with a little bit of the highlight in my inner corner. Alright, I am obsessed with this makeup look. I feel very soft and romantic. That's how I'm gonna describe the look. It's super natural. This is my favorite kind of makeup look to wear. It's natural even though I'm wearing makeup. It's just defining everything and giving a little bit something special and exciting on the eyes. I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror. It's been a while, guys, since I've worn a full face of makeup. But yeah, really love all of the products I use, which is so exciting. I will continue to see how they wear and with different products and see how this eyeshadow wears with no primer underneath. First impression everything, I am so happy with it. Really glad I can support an indie Canadian brand that has amazing products and amazing story behind it with a young entrepreneur. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe so you can stay tuned to watch more of my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!